CGM Studios presents the Two Blee Blunt Show.
Live and direct, we back. The city of Sakura, TBB. It's our city, Sacramento edition, featuring one of Sacramento's own DJ Epik.
What's good, y'all?
What's up with you, man?
Chilling, man. I'm good, man. You know, it's my day off.
It's your day off.
This weather.
It's sunny. I got the Lindsay's. I couldn't bring you one, but it's all good. I'm enjoying one for you. You got the Fiji water.
I'm gonna go. You know, it's vital. You got to stay hydrated, man. We in the 90s today.
You got the Fiji water. I just do the Kirkland. I do the Kirkland water. You know,
I had to get that special shit. You know, what I'm
special guy.
I'm gonna go hit that Osaka Yado after seeing the icy.
Oh yeah. You gonna run the street, run to your car for that shit melt too. It's the city of Sac, man. It's our city. It's a beautiful day. We're right here. On this edition, we're gonna take a little bit of a seat in a time travel based vehicle with none other than DJ Epik. First and foremost, your resurgence as a DJ consistently in this city since you took a hiatus with a career or domesticated purposes, if you will. We're talking about at least 10 years, right? At least maybe.
Back in it?
Back in it heavily.
Heavily, I'd say 8 years.
Yeah. Round off to about
7
10.
years since I got, you know, the unexpected blessing in getting fired from my job.
The unexpected blessing. Dig. And with that whole resurgence that you've built momentum on, what is the most annoying fucking part of this job, aside of some dumb son of a bitch that keeps coming up to his booth and making ridiculous requests in the middle of the science of rocking a party? What else is just disappointing you in this back, now that you're back in the loop, man? What do you want to see done better?
What do I want to see done better?
What disappoints you? Either one.
When you put together an event that you know is unique and dope, and the city doesn't get behind it, that's one of the major disappointments. And
now hold on, I gotta elaborate on that. Because you did that. What you did was you put an event out and specifically called all artists to come out to Golden Bear. Was it Golden Bear?
Oh, yeah.
Okay, I'm going there.
That was a big disappointment.
It was a Golden Bear. It was a Golden Era night where everyone was asked to submit their own local music. Now keep in mind, in the midst of this particular pool of culture, people are crying. They got their bibs on. We got to break out high chairs and take care of them because they're constantly crying. Yeah. So you came up with a solution.
I came up with a solution to where I did a night devoted strictly to all Sacramento music, new and old.
Right.
Sacramento hip hop, I should say.
Specify. Right.
Hit up every artist I could think of to send me tracks. I got tracks from most of them, but the turnout from those artists was dismal. It wasn't. It was thin. In other words.
Why do you think that happens here in this city? Now, obviously, it's for one primary reason. I think that people want to hear their music, but they want to hear it in a situation or in an environment where it's a lot of vanity. Yeah. They don't want to do the grassroots approach to this shit. They don't want to work from the ground up, man. They want the whole party. They want people naked, running around screaming for their music. But you don't get that, brother, without working from the ground up first.
They don't want to go to the Golden Bear first. They want to go straight to the Ace of Spades. It don't work that way.
That's
fam.
what I'm trying to tell these guys, man. So, being a curator in this scene for some time, and not even a curator, a producer. And I'm going to segue into this too, because this guy is a quiet horse. I need you guys to understand you're partying to music that this guy's produced. Mos Def, Mac Dre. Wait a minute, hold on. How many tracks did you do for Mac Dre?
I did 2 for Mac Dre.
Okay. I need you to walk us through in a time bubble, because everyone knows who Mac Dre is. You walk us through hand in hand on what it was like to record with Mac Dre. How much weed was he smoking? Did he have hella munchies? Was he hella funny? How was he, man?
All of the above. But
walk us through, brother.
So I first had the opportunity to sit down with Mac Dre because my boy Zoe,
legend. Okay,
legendary Zoe.
Okay, both legends.
Yeah, Zoe. I don't even know how he knew Mac Dre or how he knew where he lived, but he hit me one day like, bro, come pick me up. We're going to Mac Dre's house. This is when Mac Dre was staying over in Fair Oaks.
Oh shit! So Zoe the one that plugged you.
Yeah, Zoe plugged me. I got to give love to Zoe.
Keep your head up, Zoe. We love you, man.
But so we went to Mac Dre's house, and there was a gang of cats over there, you know, something terrible, and Keek was there.
Okay, hold on. What year?
This is, I'm gonna say 2002. Around there, maybe 2002.
Oh shit!
Before the hyphy era blew up, or I mean, I can't remember exactly what year that was, but it was prior to.
Yeah.
It was prior to the word Thiz. It was prior,
that shit.
you know,
The
that's when it was
stages.
in its creation stage.
Right.
At least on the mainstream level.
Right.
But yeah, you know, we went to his house. They was like, throw the CD in. Mac Dre picked 2 beats right on the spot. 2 beats on the spot, and like this is the one right here.
Okay. Now, from a curator standpoint, people who don't know, at that point when he picked those 2 beats, how fast was the turnaround for the song? I've heard legendary stories. I heard he pumps fast.
The song, I think he pretty much recorded it right there at the house. At the house. It didn't come out for a year or so, but
when it came out, it was a fucking classic.
it was surprising. It was a classic because the beat that he picked was a beat that I made that nobody in my family liked that beat at all. Every time that we was going through beats to, you know, work on a song, oh, bro, that beat is whack.
Whether it be Verbatim, Chuck Taylor, anybody, the whole
you
crew,
didn't
myself,
even like the beat.
I didn't like it, my man. I didn't like it.
And then it made me question,
For
like,
real,
bro,
though.
this beat is whack.
This is real. Now, hold on. Let's not lose sight of the focus here. What song is this?
This is
this legendary song.
Can You Shout on the
Can You
Abubu
Shout?
album.
Bruh, this is
Police, man, got me on the run.
Fam, that's classic shit right there, fam. That's classic.
Yeah, I got it.
Out of Sacramento, and Mac Dre was living in Sacramento and Greenhaven, right?
By the time it came out, he was living in the Greenhaven Lake apartment complex, Florin and 43rd, whatever it was.
Man, legendary. With that being said, it doesn't even stop there, because you ran up on a great opportunity to produce a track for the legendary Mos Def, also.
Yeah, that was right there.
That's a balance, fam. yo, a lot of cats ain't even got that balance right now.
Yeah, I mean, when I got the call that Mos Def actually wanted to use one of my beats, I mean, I didn't even know what to say, bro. I gotta thank Walt Liquor for that one.
Shout out Walt Liquor, man. Planet Asia's manager or ex-manager.
And that was actually me and Mark Knox on the beat, but.
Right. But it was, and, you know, shout out to Mark Knox too. But that still was it was a great opportunity for Sacramento and for your, your curator accolades.
Yeah, I mean that was an amazing feeling. I can't even describe it, especially by the time I got the song and, you know, heard the Def on the speak, Epik on the beat.
Right, when he shot you out. Yeah, he shot you out.
First track on the album. That's the first thing you hear when you hit press play.
These are proud moments. Now we're gonna dive into some peaks and valleys of some unfortunate yet fortunate situations.
There was a lot of those.
One would be, I guess you call it the gift and the curse, because clearly you had half of your catalog ripped off without your permission, half the catalog ripped off and put on a SIBO and Yuck Mouth project in early 08, 07?
06-ish, something like that.
It came out. It was out, full project with all your beats. Not one of
your
beats.
All of them. No, there was a few, like 3 or 4 in there.
Well, out of a 9 to 12, I think they did 12
that's
piece
a lot
meal.
Of beats.
That's 4 of your beats.
A lot of beats, yeah.
So at this point, you're a young guy, you know what I'm saying, chilling. You hear the news. They got your beats. There's a part of you clearly that's like, damn, I'm good enough for this, but like, where's my bread?
Yeah.
Where's my bread?
And it wasn't even fully the bread part. It was the fact that, you know, you hear an album with your work on it,
right,
and someone else's name is on the track, credited to the track.
Man, bruh, when I heard that happen to you, I was pissed off, man, because it was just like, you know, you didn't deserve that. I mean, but in hindsight, I mean, I guess it was something where you could kind of be proud of it too. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I mean,
they think, you know, it's like I said, it's a gift and a curse. You know what I mean? With that particular situation. And then to go back into the other placements you had, do you think any of these placements, production placements you had, you were paid more with social currency as opposed to actual currency?
All of them. Because the actual currency was never a ton of money, you know what I'm saying? Or back-end money. Because, you know, back when I was younger in my 20s, I was super hungry, but my paperwork and my business side wasn't proper. You know,
we heard this story plenty times, brother. A lot of people have been victims.
Everybody, Tribe Called Quest. I mean, your biggest artists of all had this happen to them. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I would definitely have to agree with that. But it's also a learning period for you also. But it also sharpens your ear too.
Yeah.
With hip hop being something that you actually sustained on, do you ever get to a point where doing all these events and shows, does it ever become Groundhog Day for you? Do you ever become, what's his name, Bill Murray?
Bill Murray,
you do the Bill Murray, man. I mean,
definitely.
I'm not saying it's not dope, but so many boom, you're doing like 5 events in one day, bro. You going crazy. You're doing a 6-pack in a day. I seen you do a 6-pack in a day, bro.
Yeah, it's happened.
I've seen it.
It becomes a Groundhog Day when you're doing weekly events. The same event every week. You see the same people there. You already know the dude that's gonna get drunk and fight every time.
Fuck.
Or you know the girl that's gonna bend over, twerk on your table, and make the record skip.
Wow. We already know where you guys are gonna be at for the weekend. We've seen your social habits.
And
how do you refreshen the page, man? How do you press the button refreshing, man, and get that?
You have those events that might necessarily not be your most well-paying event, but it's the event that comes from here, where you get to do what you get to put down what you really love at this event, rather than catering. I have a couple events where I cater to what the music that I believe in, the music that I think people need to hear, not just what they think, what they want to hear.
So in layman's terms, you have these regimented events where you're gonna give them their top 40, and you literally cringe. You cringe sometimes. Let's be honest. You're an artistic guy, so you cringe. And then you have these events where you you kick the fucking door down and you fucking do whatever you want to do.
Yeah.
So you have to have that balance, having a full-time DJ life. Is that pretty imperative?
Yeah, you definitely got to have that balance, or you'll go crazy.
You will go crazy.
If you're catering to people, 5 days a week.
Right.
And not being able to put your creativity into it the way that you want to,
right,
you're definitely going to go crazy.
Yeah, I would see that. I can see that. I've been seeing also, you basically you've been relapsing, brother.
Yeah.
You relapse.
Yeah.
You relapse with the beats.
Oh, yeah.
When are you going to think it's a situation where you're going to have that dynamic, that duality on the same level? Or is it just more difficult to really be that way at this juncture in your career? Is it a challenge to keep that same steam for both?
It's definitely a challenge for me to put that same steam into both, because one of the biggest disappointments for me is making my music and having it not come out, having it just collect dust and people not hearing it.
That's a part of the game, man. It hurts.
Yeah, I mean, majorly I'm to blame for that, because I spent a lot of years helping other people out and leaving it in their hands to put the music out, rather than me just going full force, steam ahead and putting out my own stuff.
So it's the repercussions of being selfless.
Yeah.
But it's good you're selfless, though, man.
Definitely. I mean,
I
love to help other people, and one of my favorite things about what I do is bringing joy to other people with music. You know what I'm saying?
That is, yeah.
Seeing people have a good time and support what I do, and
look,
putting a smile on people's face.
Now, when you say you're putting a smile on people's face, I know, and a lot of technicians know, that you put a tool belt on, metaphorically, before you go into this facility and play the music. I'm just walking through what I'm assuming you do.
Yeah.
And when the crowd's at its peak, you do a survey and look for fashion, energy, aura, and then you go based on that. You've always done it. You always know how to play the room.
Definitely.
You fucking know how to do it.
I'm not the dude that, I rarely sit at home and come up with a set and practice it and say, this is exactly what I'm going to play. Because I build off the crowd.
Off the vibe,
I build off the energy of the crowd.
Right.
So, I mean, if the energy's not there, I hate to say, but my energy's not going to be the same.
Right. Or you created energy when it ain't there.
Yeah. You got to build that.
That's your job also.
Definitely.
But I mean, at some point, like my mom said, you can't squeeze blood out of a stone, baby. You know how my mom talk.
Shout out, Amber.
Shout out to moms. So with all these events under your belt, a shitload of weeklies or whatnot, I don't want to put you on blast here, because you got a lot of people who are like, oh, really, not me. So let's just keep it diplomatic. We say maybe out of a week span, maybe you have 2 events that really fulfill you out of a week span, that really fulfill you. Or am I reaching? Is it like one?
At least
really?
One. At least one.
Really is one. Just keeping it real. And it's life, though, man. You happy? You better be happy to have that shit.
I mean, I definitely appreciate the blessing of being able to play music for a living.
Definitely.
When I started doing this in my teens, in my bedroom, I never expected to be able to make a living off this. You know what I mean?
DJ Epik with the Kango. Y'all remember with the Kango? He had like 9 Kangos. I don't give a fuck.
I still got
Winter,
him.
summer, spring, fall. This motherfucker had a Kango. I think he had his Kango taped to his head. I don't give a fuck. Y'all know, y'all know. You know what I'm saying? I had to bring you on this show, man, and bring people through a timeline of what you created and what you continue to do in this city, which is very commendable. I mean, clearly it's easy, bro. I mean, it's easy, man. You always been dope, man. But I mean, I think people who don't know, maybe now they know. Maybe now y'all know that you fucking with a producer,
There's a lot of people.
a curator, you know?
Well, so since I took that hiatus for a few years, 2006 to 2009 or whatever, when I came back in, it was a younger, there was a new, fresh crowd that wasn't there from when we started doing this.
Right.
They don't even know about the production side of what I did. They know me as a DJ, a
Right.
party rocker. They're just now learning about it.
They just now learning, but it's good. It's good that they slowly crawl up to the pulpit and go through the files, man. We don't need to be out here like, hey, I'm Epik, remember? Like you don't want to be that guy.
You know how humble I am.
Exactly.
I don't even like to mention it half the time.
Which always disturbed me, brother. But now we got it on camera. It's filed up. It's a rap. It's real. And it's genuine.
I'm always the dude that didn't have a lot of words. I just spoke with the music.
Yeah, he always speaks with his hands, man. Good old life days and all that shit, man. I remember all that shit. It's all the building blocks in the city. So, and you know what? I want to go back to as a closing statement with you being able to be age appropriate and able to compete in a younger market. Let's not avoid the techniques of it. There is a technique.
Definitely.
And the technique is to be selfless, one, but to be fucking dope.
Yeah.
You gotta be dope if you don't get called in to the young guys' fames and all that shit.
Yeah.
You don't get called, bro.
Yeah.
Sorry.
We
didn't make the
I ain't no
rules.
spring chicken. So.
Yeah, exactly. So you know how to you know how to play with the emotions and whatever. And they know if they put you in a situation where sonically you gotta shoot the rockets, Epik's gonna provide the sonic rockets. Bang, bang. You know what I mean? So we right here, Tower, we paying homage. It's our city, Sac Edition, DJ Epik, slap you in your face. I punch your mustache off, fam. What's happening? Punch your goatee off, fam. What's good?
Everybody know that I'm Negro when I'm just trying to have some fun. Can you dig it?